Welcome back to Grammar Grade 9. This is Unit 12, Lesson 91, and today we're going to unlock one of the most powerful tricks in all of vocabulary, word roots. Here's the idea. Most words are built from smaller building blocks, and at the center of each word sits a root that carries its core meaning. Learn a handful of these roots, and you'll find you can figure out words you've never even seen before. So let's meet the roots that do the most work in English, one family at a time. Before we meet any particular word, let's get the big picture. Every word you know is built around a root, the core piece that carries the meaning. Sometimes that root is a whole word all by itself, and when it is, we call it a base word. Think of the word play inside replaying. Play stands on its own, so it's a base word. But roots don't have to stand alone. We attach a prefix to the front or a suffix to the end to build brand new words from the same core. And here's the part that makes this so powerful. Most English roots come from Latin and Greek, which means one root can unlock a whole family of words at once. Learn the root and you get the family almost for free. Let's start with a root that does a lot of heavy lifting. Port, which means to carry. Picture that meaning, carry, and watch how it shows up everywhere. When you import something, you carry it in from another place. When you export goods, you carry them out to sell somewhere else. And if something is portable, it's light enough to be carried around. Same little root, port, sitting quietly inside each word, always meaning carry. So when a new port word appears, say cargo being transported across the ocean, you already have a head start on its meaning. No port, and all three of these make sense at a glance. Next up is spect, sometimes spelled spec, and it means to look. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. When you inspect a bridge, you look closely into it, checking every bolt. A spectator at a game is simply someone who looks on from the stands. And a spectacle is something remarkable to look at, a sight that pulls every eye toward it. Look, look, look. The very same idea threaded through all three. So the next time a spec word surfaces, ask yourself what is being looked at, and you'll often crack the meaning wide open. Here's one you'll hear a lot, dict, which means to say or to speak. When you dictate a letter, you say the words aloud for someone else to write down. When you predict tomorrow's weather, you're saying what will happen before it happens. That prefix pre means before, and dict means say. And when you contradict a friend, you literally speak against what they just said, since contra means against. Do you feel the pattern? Every one of these words is really about speaking. Once dict clicks into place, a whole crowd of words starts to make plain sense. Now let's pick up a root that literally means to write, scrib, which also shows up as script. When you describe a scene, you paint it in words. You write it down for the mind's eye. A manuscript is a text written by hand. That man at the front comes from the Latin word for hand, and script means written. And when you subscribe to a magazine, the old meaning is that you write your name underneath, signing on. See how writing hides inside each one? Wherever scrib or script appears, reach for the idea of writing, and the word opens right up. Let's tune into a shorter root now, aud, meaning to hear. If a whisper is barely audible, it's barely able to be heard. An audience is a group gathered to hear, a room full of listeners. And an auditorium is, quite simply, a place built for hearing, whether it's music or a speech. Hear, hear, hear. The thread runs straight through. So whenever aud shows up at the start of a word, your ear should perk up, because hearing is almost certainly part of the meaning. Our last root is one you use constantly, this, which also appears as vid, and it means to see. If a star is visible, it's able to be seen with the naked eye. A video is, at heart, something we watch, something meant to be seen. And your vision is your power of seeing, whether that's your eyesight or your dream for the future. See, see, see. One root, many windows onto the same idea. Learn vis and vid, and dozens of everyday words suddenly show you their meaning. Time to practice. In this first set, I'll name a root or a word, and you tell me what the root means, or which word hides it. Picture the word family each time. Pause the video and choose before I reveal each answer. The root port most nearly means what? Think of import and export, carrying in, carrying out. Port means to carry, so the answer is carry. Which word contains a root meaning to look? An audience is about hearing, but spectator holds the root spect, and spect means to look. So the answer is spectator. In predict, the root dict shows the word is about what? Dict means to say or speak, so predict means to say beforehand. The answer is speaking. Great work. In this second set, we'll use roots to unlock the meanings of whole words. Same approach. Find the root, recall its meaning, and pause before I reveal each answer. A manuscript is something that is what? The root script means to write, so a manuscript is a text written by hand. The answer is written. The root odd in audible has to do with what? Odd means to hear, so audible means able to be heard. The answer is hearing. Knowing that vis means see, you can guess that visible means what? Vis means to see, and the ending gives able to be. So visible means able to be seen. The answer is able to be seen. Let's gather what we've learned. Every word is built around a root, the core that carries the meaning. And when that root can stand on its own, we call it a base word. From there, prefixes and suffixes attach to the root to spin off new words. And remember that a great many of these roots come to us from Latin and Greek. Best of all, learning a single root pays off many times over. Port for carry, spect for look, dict for say, scrib for write, odd for hear, and vis for see. Learn one root and you unlock a whole family of words at once. That's the real power of studying roots. Nicely done. I'll see you in the next lesson.